I wanted to share this meditation that's really good for the end of this year and the beginning of the new year, sort of to clear our energies and honestly transmute all of the negativity from 2025 that we're all feeling collectively, and to move into 2026 with greater clarity, greater focus, with less baggage, emotional baggage, and using the negativity as a force, basically, instead of letting it control you. So to do this meditation, you basically want to close your eyes. You want to have a candle and a glass of water. And when you're closing your eyes, after you light the candle, you should try to feel all of the decay and broken down feelings. Really sit with the old roles, all the expectations that you've felt from others and from yourself, all the illusions that are starting to fall away, your beliefs that maybe don't resonate anymore, your self-images that don't feel good or that don't feel right anymore. And just sit with that and really allow that feeling to communicate with you through images and just whatever comes up. And just let all that negativity flow. You should feel the end of a chapter. It should feel like something is ending, and just really meditate on the ending and making way for a new chapter. You can probably feel that the things that you're sensing that need to end, you can feel that it's inevitable. And so whatever that is, just try to sit and understand that it is inevitable, that it has to end. You're still sitting with your eyes closed and thinking about this, and you'll want to imagine that you're facing the darkness or a symbol of darkness or a dark god, anything, the essence of the darkness, this force of darkness, and write down on a piece of paper all of the things you hate, all of the people you hate, what you hate about yourself, all of your fears. What are you afraid of? Like with the coming changes and what's going on in your life right now, what are you afraid of? What are you ashamed of? What do you feel a lot of shame, like something from childhood, something that you just can't let go, something that you live with even today or every day it bothers you? Just write that down. Think about everything that you're hiding from other people. Maybe you have secrets that you're hiding from other people, things that you feel just absolutely ashamed of, that make you feel horrible about yourself. And any kind of dirty thoughts, anything that you feel comes up for you that you're ashamed of, that you feel is dirty or wrong or evil, thoughts that you've had that you thought are evil. You're the only person that will see it. This is your shadow self. This is what creates your shadow self. All of those things collectively create this egregore that is your shadow self. So now I want you to look in the mirror. Obviously, you can replay this back when you do it. Your candle is still lit and you have your paper. And I want you to look in the mirror and say, I see your darkness. I acknowledge your fear. I acknowledge your pain. I acknowledge your envy. And I acknowledge your rage. And just look at yourself in the mirror and feel whatever feelings come up and whatever emotions come out. And just allow this end to happen, because it's something that you know needs to happen. And acknowledge this part of you die. And say to yourself, I acknowledge the old within me. I acknowledge that it has died. I no longer feel the same. And say, I do not turn away from you, right? Because the shadow self is part of you. It's something we all have. It's not something that we can run away from. It's part of our human experience. And as much as we hate it and we feel ashamed of it and we don't like it, it's part of us. And it actually helps us more to use it versus hating it in ourselves and letting it control us. So after you've kind of like processed those feelings and given yourself enough time, light the candle, or not light the candle, light the paper and burn it on like a piece of, like a plate or something safe, or take it outside. Just make sure it's safe in the tub, or so you don't set your house on fire. And say, I do not fight you. I give you to the fire as an offering. You are no longer controlling me. You are no longer controlling me from the darkness. You become my strength. And imagine that as that paper burns, as it turns to ash, it is transmuting and transforming you, and all of those shadow feelings, fears, emotions, sadness, all that negativity is getting converted like fuel into a power source for you and for this next coming year. It transfers that shadow self into a resource for you. Then I want you to drink a glass of water and say, what was darkness now becomes light. What was darkness now becomes awareness. What was fear now becomes strength. I rise from the underworld. Let the candle burn out. Make sure all of the paper is burned to ashes. You can throw the ashes away when it's completely cooled, or bury it outside, put it outside in the wind or next to a bush, and drink all the water. Make sure you drink all of it. It should only be a small glass. And as that candle burns, imagine that when that candle burns out, the ritual is completed and it has completely finished that message and that process, that ritual process. And it should really feel cleaner after you do this. Even if in the beginning you feel worse, you'll feel better after.